wants to put it on me. Percy, please put it on me. Where is it? Quality. If you love me right, we'll play Moopy all night. On and on and on. Ooh. Oh, good, we do have quality. Oh, that means this is staying in the video. Ooh, yay. No, this upsets me. It says that I have 2 friends who play Arcade Spirits. Dubu and whoever this is. Brofithter. That's it. That's it. Brofithter. Nobody else freaking plays Arcade Spirits, and that upsets me. It upsets me on like a mega spiritual level. Because this game is freaking great. I would love to have been done with this by now, but unfortunately Dilly is home. So, as he is sleeping, we can do this. I asked him to not wake up. I said, honey, can you please not wake up this morning so I can play this? And let's see how this goes. Oh, Lord. Hey, Sagita. Sup, Carl? Probably he's gonna wake up soon, right? We're gonna play like 25 minutes of this, and he's gonna be like, I am making jokes about serious matters. Hey, Noma. Oh my god, my nose is all stuffed. You know how many hours we spent last night trying to get Fable 3 to work? Off stream. So many hours. Dilly was so bent on trying to figure it out. Why isn't this coming up? Do you want to fucking not? There it is. That was weird. Okay. Calm down, OBS. Hey, Wolfie. It's unrealistic. Probably he would just cough his organs out, right? Unless he's streaming, it's like he has all this coughing. Alright. Alright, it's chapter 7 time, guys. Oh my god, this coffee's way hot. Ooh, regret. Did you tweet it out? I did. I remembered. Hopefully there's an announcement in Discord too. Party NBS followed 6 hours ago, and we weren't streaming 6 hours ago, so Party NBS, thank you. Same as with you, Wings of Harvest. It's appreciated, if you're listening. Anyway, it is the distant future of year 2047. For the first time, I am entirely in control of my destiny. I'm no longer merely working in an arcade. Now, I'm working on my future. Which admittedly still involves working in an arcade, but still my future. I'll admit it feels weird. I'd grown up... Okay, so, real talk real quick. I have been seriously considered working in an arcade. The other day I was like, honey, would you hate me if I started working in an arcade? He's like, they don't exist anymore. I'm like, yeah, but what if they did? And he's like, but you're not going to have that same experience. And I'm like, what if I did? And he's like, you want to leave me for Percy? I'm like, no, you'll be my Percy. You'll get a heart disease. But no, I was like, maybe I apply to an arcade. Maybe they'll hire me. I grew up so used to going with the flow, letting life batter and bruise me, that having a true and honest hand in the controls is a bit terrifying. Everyone's counting on me to keep the flame of Miss Francine's Filmplex alive as we move on to the area of hashtag Percy marry me. Oh, whoa. And well, honestly, I'm super anxious about it all. Oh my god, my nose. Ah. I've been getting a cold, and it's driving me insane. Hey, Shredded Pizza. Welcome. I never said hi to you before. Is there a nickname you want me to call you? Like Shred, or Pizza, or Dead, or, Revolver. You want me to call you Revolver? I can update that in our thing. For some reason, I never updated Dubu's name. So, that's changing. Pizza? I can do that. I'm nervous. Who would it be? There's so much riding on the success of Percy marry me, oh whoa. Not just a paycheck, but the hopes and dreams of all my friends. And I can't forget about Percy's hopes and dreams in particular. I'm not the only one anxious about this. The stress weighs heavily on both of us, and I don't want to let him down. I came here for Manly's recent video. Thought you were funny and dropped by. Oh, Dilly played with him. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like Manly. I also like Dilly. Dilly's pretty cool, too. I married him. He's alright. Ow. My fucking tongue. Well, Pizza, I am Izik. Nice to meet you. Dilly's the one you saw or heard in the video. The one, like, screaming about dolls. We both play on this channel, so yeah. Oh, congratulations. Oh, no, it was a year ago. I think we're, like, past the congratulations stage. Or was that 2 years ago? I don't know. It's just like it's like a blur. I'm not the only one anxious about this. The stress weighs heavily on both of us. I don't want to let him down. I keep waiting for the universe to wake up and notice that I'm on a roll. If fickle fate could take away from the funplex, what could it do to #Percy marry me? Oh well. I know that's hardly a constructive attitude to have, but anxiety is rarely a logical thing. You can know the truth, while your nerves tell you something else entirely. Now all that's left is go through opening day without incident. Oh, I'm sorry, Pizza. Hey, Two Flower. By the way, Two Flower, what do you want me to call you? Do you want me to just call you Two Flower? Do you want me to call you Two? Do you want me to call you Flower? Do you want me to call you Daisy? I don't know. Whatever you want. Let me know. I'll update your nickname. Oh my god, my nose won't stop running. This is terrible. Two Flowers is fine? Okay. Give me 1 sec. I arrived early that morning to go over any last-minute preparations to make sure everything is in order. Ooh. Plus, Juniper was sick of watching me pace back and forth at home after breakfast. Plus, oh, wait, what? Oh, it just added. So she lovingly shoved me out of the apartment and told me to be productive. Now I stood in awe of the building. The dream I poured my heart and soul into. I still barely believed it myself. I'm so glad Brofist isn't here yelling at me for reading shittily. I paused a minute to let the reality finally hit me, and then stepped into my destiny. Pushing open the doors to #Percy marry me, oh well. I was greeted by a relative peace and quiet, just the beeps and boops, and people moving about during last-minute preparations. It looks like we have fast cars, we have Snack Runner again, we have Castle Crunch, we have Pengy, we have the Fist of Discomfort thing. We got some Moopy. We got that light thing. We got pretty much the same layout of the other thing, except we have Alice knows karate. Karate. Pushing open the doors to #Percy marry me, oh well. I was greeted by a relative peace and quiet, just the beeps and boops and people moving out during last-minute preparations. We traveled along an arduous road ever since the great Waketervenspiracy. Gavin secured us a great rental place and abandoned the pizza place that was all too familiar triangular roof. Nobody else wanted it, but we didn't care about the funny shape. Quirk is in our favor. And I really couldn't have done all the renovations this place needed without the help of our financial benefactor. Percy gave up a large chunk of his savings for this. I hope we can do right by him, considering he was going to it was going to charity originally. Now it's going to us. We went with a familiar layout. If it ain't broke and all that, to show that we still have the spirit and passion that made the Funplex great. But it's not all the carbon copy. We've got a few new additions that Francine would have been proud of. The video wall is a nice touch. That one was my idea. It alternates between running music videos, game promos, and high score leaderboards. The game promos would drive me insane. We also repainted and did a general update on all the applications and fixtures to give it a more finished feel, and less of a retired pizza place turned arcade vibe. Naomi and Percy walked together to pick out the games with a decidedly retro feel, considering Deco's focus on tickety gambling-ish games. This helps us stand out from the competition. Why am I stiff? Sorry. Alright. She put in a lot of work restoring them, and truthfully, we've run into a lot of problems along the way, but watching her tirelessly working to perfect them is inspiring. It took some work to retrofit all our retro games as prize tickets, but in the end, Naomi managed to whip up a low-cost gadget that would do the trick. How would you end up doing something like that? That would be freaking awesome. I don't know about you guys, but that was always my issue with arcades. You could never get tickets for the good games. But if they gave you tickets for the good games, I would have spent so much more money. I literally researched it, and it's physically impossible, or physically possible. Legally, it may be tricky though. Oh, okay. Naomi managed to whip up a low-cost gadget and work the trick. That's amazing. Now we won't feel the pressure to move older games out in favor of profitable prize games. I mean, you would have no issues with Moopy because that one was retired, isn't it? Well, actually, somebody would still own it. Own the rights to it, right? Because they had plushies that they were selling at the fair. I'm thinking too much into this. Now we don't feel the pressure to move older games in the favor of profitable prize games, and those lacking spurting tickets can and will play everything. Naomi put in a lot of hard work, but she tells me it was well worth it. All of my decisions, all of my choices made this. Hashtag Percy marry me. Oh well, what it is. So much labor and love went into this project from all of us, and now all that is left is to officially open these doors. But before the fateful hour begins, I still want to do one last check of the operations just in case. Since we opted for a basic arcade, honestly, setup was a breeze. Naomi and Ashley worked together to get the games up and running. Ashley managed to impress Naomi when she pulled out her long-forgotten skills with electronics. Naomi seemed to be busying with herself with double, triple, and even quadruple checks of every game prior to opening. So, talk to me. We good?
Hi.
Oh, hey, Izik. Or should I call you Boss? Hey, baby, you call me whatever you want. I'll tell you what. That's about as far as this will go because it's a working relationship, but questionable lines are gonna come at you. This is just fine. Okay, we're good to go, Izik. Great. Since we're focusing entirely on games, we need to make sure they're absolutely perfect. Agreed, and you can count on me to deliver. Better hurry up and finish my checks, though. We're opening soon, and I want to finish this game. Alright. As you were then.
Yeah.
Toodles. Naomi, you're so cute. Good. Not that I was too worried about the games. Keeping things simple worked well for us. Percy was right. Running a classic arcade is right in our wheelhouse. Right in our wheelhouse. That makes much more sense. After my quick check-in, I noticed the clock. Its unforgiving hands telling me it's not too long now. Okay, breathe, Izik. Calm down. Seriously, real life, Izik. Calm down. Everything's clearly under control. There's no need to freak out. You're just mistaking excitement for terror. This is exciting. It's a happy day. The first day of hashtag Percy marry me. Oh well. You can do this. You can do this. Now, with all of this working together, we can do this. As long as no unforeseen problems pop up. Beep boop, Izik. Hearing Iris's muffled voice, I pull my phone out of my pocket and check it with her. What's up, Iris? Okay, so I'm getting some unusual pings around your social media. Someone trying really hard to get in touch with you. You said you didn't want to be bothered today, but wait, what? Well, I think you should probably respond to this one. We're about to launch the grand opening of hashtag Percy marry me. Oh well, Iris. Someone sliding into my DMs is really not my concern right now. It's Percy's mother. Whoa. She really wants to get in touch with you. Oh boy. Percy never talked about his parents, mostly about his sister. I was assuming we'd do the whole meet the folks routine once we were further along in our relationship. But if she wants to congratulate Percy and I for a job well done with this new arcade, that could be a great emotional booster right now. Did you seriously write in this into the script? Jesus fucking Christ, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. How about I patch a call through to you? I guess I have a few minutes to spare before the opening. Go ahead. Iris makes the arrangements for me, granting friendship status, opening the messenger, setting up the cross-continental voice over IP call, all that techy junk. Soon a harried voice comes over the speaker. Hello, is this Mr. Keeperoni? Percy's new boyfriend? Yeah, that's me. Call me Izik. It's good to meet you, Mrs. Sinclair. Is Percy with you right now? Well, he said he'd arrive a bit before we open, but no, he's not here yet. You need to talk to him out of doing this, please. What? Sinking feeling commencing. I'm sorry? Talk him out of doing what? I know he'll be very cross with me for this, but I didn't know anyone else he'd listen to. He won't even take our calls ever since he had a row last night. And as she continues to explain, that feeling sinks deeper. Only to rise sharply and sink again, a roller coaster of discomfort. And like that, all my concern about hashtag Percy marry me will fall away. I've got a much deeper problem to deal with, now that I know this little bit of insider information. What the fuck happened? As much as it'll hurt Percy, I need to talk to him about what his mom told me. Door swings open a few minutes later, just as I'm ending the phone call.
Hello.
Percy? Hello, opening day. At last, how thrilling. Oh, it's even got that new arcade smell. Percy happily strolls into the arcade, a smile beaming from ear to ear. I love to share in his enthusiasm, but the news I just received, all I can do is look anxious. Izik, is something amiss? Difficulty with games, perhaps? Surely Naomi has her classics under control by now. I know I'm about to officially open hashtag Percy marry me, but this is way more important. We need to talk. Huh? She told me, didn't she? What? Is there any way to make this easier, or should I just dive right in? What? Tell me what? That would totally gauge how I would ask this question. I feel hurt, Percy. I don't feel hurt. I want to know what's going on. I would have rather heard about this from you rather than the mother. She feels hurt too. She sounded so desperate. Yes, well, it's not really anyone's business, is it? I'm not saying I have a right to pry, but I thought we put our trust in each other. Why couldn't you just trust me with this? It was not my intent to hurt anyone, love. Oh my god. I'm gonna choke him. He doesn't have to worry about his heart anymore. He has to worry about me choking him.
Well,
I didn't want to bring anyone's hopes up. What? Experimental clinical trials aren't exactly a cure. Not as such. Odds are nothing would come of this, even if I agreed to this. That's a lie. According to what she told me, your doctor said there's a high likelihood of success. What? Motherfucker. You'd survive, and your heart wouldn't be a threat to you any longer. I suppose a doctor-patient confidentially doesn't quite hold up to a mom's gossiping then. Don't blame this on her. She talked. I listened. I chose to listen. Yes, you chose to listen to something that's literally none of your bother. I'm disappointed, Izik, I must say. Listen, you son of a bitch. How is this none of my bother? It's your life on the line. My life. To do with that as I please. What? And it pleases you to die, is that it? Percy, you could live. We could all be alive together. But only if you agree to try some new treatments. Why didn't you want to try? I'm sure I could dig up some statistics if that's what you need to convince you on how this is not so possible. Not really worth bothering with all, really. I've done enough stock market investments to know when you put your faith in something, some silly miracle, you want predictable, reasonable outcomes from predictable, reasonable actions. Why, taking part in the treatment has a slim chance of hastening me to my end, so why risk it? I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. Why doesn't he want this? Is it because... Oh... You could also just not want to lessen the amount of time he has. You've accepted the end and actually want it. You gotta listen to stats and common sense. You don't want to believe in this cure. I honestly feel like he doesn't want to believe in it because he's already decided that that's what's going to happen. So, there's no need to dress this up. I can speak in plain ways that he can't to object or dance around. Percy, why don't you want to believe in this cure? Talk to me, please. Tell me in your own words what you're thinking, honestly. With a heaving sigh, he folds.
I don't deserve it.
What?
It's not right. It's not fair that I get to live when she had to die.
All because of bad timing, all because we were just a little too late for the doctors to develop a new treatment. Roll of the dice, luck of the draw. Moopy isn't actually random, you know. It was Stella who realized that first. Her genius was unmatched. I'm still using her techniques. When I chase my high scores, you can trick the game into providing exactly the maze you want. If you make the right moves, it's a puzzle, a problem to be solved. There's no fickle fate to it all.
Life? Ah. Life is fickle, is it not? My sister dies. I get to live. All because of a little toss of the dice. I don't. I simply don't deserve to live. Not if she had to die. If I undergo the clinical trial, if I emerge right as rain, well, it soils her memory.
Hashtag Percy too many feels. God damn it, Star.
That's why I didn't tell you. Shouldn't have told Mum either. Nobody had to know. Could have been my little secret. If only.
No. I can't just let this go. I love him too much to let him slip away over this without even trying. Percy, ask yourself one simple question. Would your sister Stella want you to die just because she had to die? You know that's not what she'd want. She'd want you to be happy. If she heard there was a cure, she'd want you to take it. Yes, well, she's not exactly here to say it, is she? No, because I got lucky and she didn't. And I don't feel right taking advantage of that good fortune, regardless of how she may or may not have felt about it. Look, can we just pretend you never heard about this? You've got an arcade to open. This needs to be a happy occasion. Please?
Hiya.
Motherfucker, I want to see what I wrote. Percy, please hear me out, okay? Don't do that for me. Just want you to know that it's time. God damn it. Neither of us say anything to each other as Ashley continues on, oblivious to the sour mood.
Ooh.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything romantic. But look at that crowd over there. It's so big. It's 10 on the dot. Time to open the doors. But I figured you'd want to do it, right, Izik? Something wrong? Percy? Izik? We could talk about this later. I completely lost track of time. We're only moments before officially opening, but... well, I'll go get some tokens and start playing Moopy, I suppose. Percy. Other times, perhaps. You've an arcade to run, love. Let's not let our customers down. But... jeez, I did interrupt something important, didn't I? I'll just go over here and do things somewhere else. I can't handle this right now. As much as I want to stop everything and sort out this mess, I've got a job to do, okay? God damn it, Bodhi. What? Hi. Are you okay? Do you want attention? It's not like he's going to die today, presumably. I'll take some time to talk him out of this later. I need to at least try to put this turmoil behind me so I can focus on the first day of #Percy Marry Me, oh well. With a smile. Morning, Dilly? No, it was Bodhi. Despite reeling from incident just now, despite my nerves, I'm ready to do this because I have to be ready. No choice. I wouldn't ask Dilly if he was lonely. Right, you wanna go out again? Or is that all you wanted? Go ahead. No? Alright. You just be good, okay? No bothering your brother. Despite reeling from the incident just now, despite my nerves, I'm ready to do this because I have to be ready. No choice. I've got a big plans for the opening ceremony. I'm not going to open the doors. I'm going to open the doors, give my prepared speech about the gathering masses, and stay on hand to greet gamers as they enter. Are you really? Go. Stop trying to open the door and then just not going out it. Here. Go. He's like, I want to come in. No, I want to leave. Stepping into the forefront, I grasp the door handles and throw the gates to #Percy Marry Me, oh well, wide. Does it matter? Behold, I give you... never mind. I don't even have time to finish one of my big dramatic speech. The crowd spills through the doors and runs right past me, eager to get to the games. Immediately, the arcade fills with the sounds of beeps and boops, games starting up and people laughing with delight as they find their favorites. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony plans out the window. I had all sorts of stuff planned, but if folks want to just get to gaming, who am I to argue? After a few minutes of final checks around the place, I decided to move to Phase 2, meet and greet around the arcade. I walked the arcade, like I did the floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure everything's running smoothly. Although I could probably track down Percy too, assuming he wants to talk yet, which may not be the case. #Percy Marry Me, oh well, is my domain. Open to my exploration. What should I visit first? Percy. Since we decided to stick with the basics, there aren't too many places to hang out and not play games. It's all games all the time. Surprisingly, Percy and Gavin have found a quiet corner near the change machine. Tanked. Completely tanked.
Much obliged.
I'm glad for your little tip. I was ready to invest a good chunk of the pocketbook into the company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is par for the course. When my siblings snatch up technology companies, it's a pump and dump, in essence. They stir up excitement and acquisition, then drop it once it gets cold. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long, thanks to their short attention spans. I'm glad I could save you from the heartache.
Apologies.
No offense. Bodhi. Bodhi keeps wanting to come in, and then he wants to leave, and then he wants to come in, and then he wants to leave. Do you hear him? Bodhi. What? What? Come on. You just want to meow at the door? You in a mood this morning? What? Okay. What? What's wrong? Yes. Okay. Freaking weird cat. I think it can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going into a cardiac arrest, my good fellow. It's good to avoid a pothole on the road of finance, yes? Especially with so many of my resources already tied up in Percy. Hashtag Percy, marry me, oh well. Hey, Percy? Oh my god, Bodhi. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. You can sleep next to him, but you can't be attacking him. He's so bad. Hey, Percy? From the extended hum of his greeting, I suspect he's subtly warning me not to talk about his health issues, or potential resolution thereof in front of Gavin. I was hoping to catch him alone, but there'll be time for that later, I assume. What happened? Yang has been raiding. Yang, thank you for the raid. That's very sweet. We're playing arcade spirits and we keep getting interrupted by Bodhi, who is now once again attacking his brother. Come here. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. You good? You good, Tiger? I wanted... Oh my god. Bodhi, honey. What is with you today, honey? Come here. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go sleep with Daddy, okay? Go sleep with Daddy. Alright, let me bring you over. Love you. Goodness gracious. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Kitty Love Distraction Technique by the Tiger and the Bodhi. Just Bodhi. Tiger's still asleep. I was hoping to catch him alone, but okay. but there will be time for that later, I assume, unless he's hiding the issue from hanging around the other people all day. So, stock market talk?
Ah, indeed.
Indeed, I like to do my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade, but all that bother over with so I can focus on movie. Afraid we're being astoundingly boring at the moment, Izik. Just two overly serious gentlemen talking about finance. I'm doing good, Yang. I hope you're doing well. That's fine. I'm adulting at 110% efficiency today. Having started out the business myself, I should probably learn how to, money works. Billybit, thank you for the follow. Freaking coffee, dude. I need it. Oh, what would you like to know about? Let's talk about investments. I'd like to invest in our future. Think long term, surviving many years to come rather than jumping at the easiest profit I can. Any tips? Fine view to take. My own investments are preferably long term, yes. Make moment to moment trades, but they're backed by the stability of the stock bedrock. Even after I'm gone, I expect many of those to cash out gradually. I've hired a phalanx of lawyers to carry out my wishes over the next, 30 years. Except if he'd listened to the doctor, he could handle that himself. Gavin, how about I show you my portfolio? Give you some ideas of how to build up a nest egg for #PercyMarryMe, oh well?
Thank you.
I'll let you two handle the details. The two sink deeper and deeper into the conversation about currency exchanges, physical property, tax rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I can handle in one day, and they deserve some for later. It's then that I notice customers having some serious issues with the change machines. She frowns as she swipes her credit card through the slot, and again, the little red error light popping each time she does so.
Man.
Aw, come on. This was working earlier. Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and further my adulting chops, I step in on to help. Hello, good morning. I'm the manager here. Can I be of some assistance? She looks awfully familiar. Have we met before? We have.
What's up?
Hey, good to meet you. Love what you've done with the place. Just love it. Something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issues, but now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can make cash if I got it. I'm not trying to duck or run you. I just really prefer to use the card. Iris. Let's see Iris. Fortunately, I happen to have an expert in all things digital to employ. She can clear up your credit card problem with nice and quick. Oh, Iris?
Iris online.
Sure thing. Miss, can you please swipe your card across my screen? This takes the customer by surprise. She hesitates briefly before doing as asked. Right, you have an Iris. I remember that. Now processing. Please enjoy this recorded music.
Bad command or
Huh.
file name?
That's odd. It says your card was declined. Cancel it even.
No helping it.
I'm sure this is a misunderstanding, but whatever. I've got cash. Plenty of cash. It's no problem at all. I'll take care of myself. Thanks for trying. She quickly goes about her business, using a fistful of ones and various bits to pay her way through. She seemed a little eager to get out of here, actually. That's odd. Really odd. I might need to keep an eye on that one. With that matter settled, it's back to wandering the arcade. Where to next? I have a feeling that Deca was doing something. She's a thief? I don't think she's a thief. I think that's too easy for her to be a thief. I think Deco's fucking with us. Wandering the arcade, what to do next? Amy speaking Tails game. Queen Bee and Ashley are taking some arcade newbie. Near the center of the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. Cute! Wow, just wow. She's been keeping a total surprise from all of us, working in secret on it. It's impressive stuff. It seems to have attracted the attention of a brand new customer, at least. Hey look, a kid. A real life in the world newbie.
Hiya.
Welcome to hashtag Percy Marry Me, oh well. We're so happy to have you join us on opening day. Thank you. Child, yes. You, young one. Tell Izik here what you told us. That I've, never used a joystick before in my life. Okay. I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone. Touchscreens and stuff, that's all. Never really been much of a gamer. All my friends are here today, so I was figuring I might try one out.
Oh.
Never? Not even once played on a joystick? Can you believe it? Has anybody in chat never used a joystick arcade machine? Like, has it ever happened? Is that a thing? Yes, we've all been there. No point in faulting them for now. Oh, but that's just too cute. It must be a thing in this universe, but still, that's terrifying in my eyes. Oh, too cute. To be young and innocent again. Now, don't worry at all. Hashtag Percy Marry Me, oh well, is the right place to learn. You're a friendly, inviting arcade. No mad skills required. Here, it's all about having fun. Oh yes, and you know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Want to do some rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. Seeing Queen Bee's con, Ashley quickly tries to offer something else. Or you could join me for a round or two or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nothing like a friendly, cooperative brawler game to ease you into things.
Nope, no way.
Best way to learn is to jump headfirst into deep end, I say. No regrets, just mashing buttons and moving that joystick. What's a joystick, the thing on the PS4 controller? Yes. Yes, but it's bigger. The thing that looks like a car gear shift. Oh no! Is that really a thing nowadays? Have people stopped using them? My inspiration was my 10-year-old niece. I sat her down in front of Mario Party and she didn't understand the idea of a joystick because she's never played anything but iPad games. No! Oh no! Oh. That makes me so sad. This must have been like what it was when people stopped using VHSs and tape decks. No, a tape deck question mark? Oh no! Just the idea that pushing the stick moved your character and I had to push two buttons was confusing to her. Oh no, no, no! An analog stick on the controls is technically a mini joystick. Yes, it is. Oh, Mags, no! What have I done? I miss VHSs and retro games. Billy, by the way, are you okay with me calling you Billy? Do you want me to call you Bit? Do you want me to call you 55? Do you want me to call you, Samson? What do you want? I can update your nickname. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from, right at your fingertips. Billy's fine? Sweet. Give me a sec. But turtles who are ninjas. Looks like I might need to jump in and persuade the kid to choose a game. They look like a deer trapped in headlights, stuck in the crossfire. Why don't you play with Ashley? I feel like he'll enjoy himself a lot better with Ashley. Let's start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick. Endless fun. Ashley, you want to show a new friend the majesty of mutants named after famous painters?
Yes!
Oh, Oh, do I? Let's go beat up some conventionally bloodless robot ninjas and get shell-shocked.
Grunt mints.
Yang, you gifted a sub to Billy? That's so sweet. Thank you so much. By the way, I never updated your nickname, Yang. Okay, sure, lead the way. The newbie seems happy with his decision, even if it's just because they get to play with Ashley. He's a bit less intimidating. Aw, shnikes. You remember that? I do. I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit. In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates at 4HK, and I'm eager to pass some lessons on. Okay, I'm gonna go back to beating the crap out of fodder. You have fun out there, okay? You've earned this day through your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully more blood than sweat and tears, but you get the idea. God damn it, Queen, you're the reason noobs quit. Right? Time for me to move on. Alright, what are you doing, Naomi? Most of the time I'm drawn to Showtime stage just because... Oh, they put it not in front of the door anymore. Good. Okay, that's so much better. Most of the time, I'm drawn to Showtime stage not because of the flashing lights and the hip beats, but because it's completely silent, no music at all. As I approach, I see Naomi feverishly working to fix it. Seeing the whole thing without tunes is synced to its flashy lightning rig going is kind of depressing. Listening to Naomi mutter as she works, she undoubtedly feels the same way.
Oh.
This was working fine earlier. Why isn't it working now? Ugh. Fortunately, Teo is proving surprisingly knowledgeable about the inner workings of his favorite game. Need to re-image the hard drive. I know some gray area websites where we can get a replacement copy of the files if needed. This is the third release version of Showtime Stage software, right? Those are easier to come by than the more modern fourth version, oddly enough. The files aren't the problem. I think the hard drive itself is damaged in shipping. And if so, well, you might not be able to dance at all today. I'd have to order a new part. I'm sorry. There were just so many games to get up and running. I must have missed this ticking time bomb of a hardware failure. Hey, it's cool. I don't need to get my groove on all the time. Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and Teo's dance moves bring the crowd in. Getting it working for opening day is a priority. Anyway, can we pull a hard drive from a different game and reformat it? We roll out a game and replace it temporarily. I feel like Teo would be able to find a good source without us taking down one of our games. But at the same time, I don't like Teo. So I don't really want to rely on him for anything. Who else here has met someone into D&R? They bring a rag to clean off the shoe marks in between songs? Oh my god, do not get me started. I used to play DDR, and I've watched people go crazy on it. This isn't the only game we have which uses a hard disk, right? Can we pull a reformat one from another game using Teo's files to make a clone of the Showtime Stage? Well, it means voluntarily disabling one of our other games, but... Wait, I know, Wild Rider. That piece of poop is always crashing on us, and it's not like it's very popular. Let's yank the drive from that and make a Showtime Stage drive. I can have it up and running in an hour. Sounds perfect. I'll send you the files. Go get a bite to eat and be back in time to show everyone a great dance community we have here at #PercyMarryMeOwell. I know, right? Like, holy fuck, how do they even do that shit? I used to be able to do Sakura on challenge mode back in my heyday. Back in my day when I was a skinny little fuck. I think this one. No, that's not this. Back when I was this skinny and a weeb, I used to be I used to be able to do really good shit. Now I'm just fat and sad. So I need cinnamon buns. I wish I'd been that skinny. No, you don't. Sounds perfect. I'll send you the files. Go get a bite to eat and be back in time to show everyone what a great dance community we've got here at #PercyMarryMe. Oh, well. What just happened? Why did that just show up? That was really weird. So it'll take a bit more time. But we'll get our stage back in working order. Good, good. Maybe we'll get through the opening day without any major problems aside from this. I was so into DDR, I got a DDR machine for Christmas as a kid and would play it non-stop. End of the Surgery was my jam. Oh shit. Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching, super curious about what's going on. I could swear I've seen this guy before, maybe in a crowd or something. I've seen him before. Hey, is Showtime Saga stage really hosed? For now, yes. But we'll have it fixed up as soon as we can. Oh man, I wanted to get my groove on. That's a bummer. You know, I might know a guy who knows a guy who can get your replacement super cheap. Or like any game you want. Anything. As long as, you know, don't ask any questions. Thanks for your generous offer, but we're fine. I get the feeling I'd be asking a lot of questions. Generally, when people don't want questions asked, there's lots of questions which should be asked, yes. Yeah, but I'm just full of questions. Why is the sky blue? Where do babies come from? Are you a cop? Those sorts of questions. But really, are you a cop? Hey, I'm not one of those pigs, no way. Don't worry about it. You need my connection? You just look me up, okay? I'll be here all day. I like this place. It's got a little bit of everything. I'll just come back later. Wow, all the ladies on my hot style. Later. That was odd. But as he fades back into the crowd, I decide to move on. Wasn't he at Deco's? Where should I visit next? Before I continue on my wanderings, Gavin pops up directly in my path. Stop whatever you're doing and look towards the doors without making it look like you're looking at anyone specific. What? Okay. What I'm pretending not to be looking for? Mrs. Jean DeFame. I have no idea who that is. The top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break an arcade easily. I don't think she'd be coming today, as normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she's made an exception. If you don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and show her all of the positives of #PercyMarryMe. Oh well. Okay, I'm on it. Best foot forward. She's redhead near the entrance, with the green handbag. Best of luck with the handbag, not the green handbag. I don't know why I added that color. I usually spot her thanks to Gavin's cues. Considering that this morning lacked the usual chaos I experimented with the first day of the Funplex, I'd say we're off to a great start. I'm sure the reviewer will appreciate that. Wearing my most professional smile, I roll over to the entrance. Ooh, she looks happy. A stern-looking woman looks around the arcade, sneering ever so slightly at everything she sees. Okay, so she's going to be strict, that's fine. We can impress her with her dedication and spirit. Excuse me, Miss DeFame? Yeah? My name is Izik Brony, and I'm the general manager here at #PercyMarryMe. Oh, whoa. Welcome to our arcade. I wanted to wish you a warm welcome to our home. I hope you come to love the arcade as much as we do. Let me stop you right there. As a general rule, I don't love arcades. I know what it takes for them to succeed and what they need to deliver to gamers. What makes it and what breaks it, so to speak. My role here is to be fair and unbiased viewpoint. I can't love your arcade. Instead, I will be evaluating it. Understand? Of course. Good, good. Now then. What I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I know, I like this woman. I need to observe your arcade in this disinterested outside party so that I can judge your facility and atmosphere. Alright. Rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake... Oh my god, I almost totally called that egregious. Fun fact, if you confronted the shouting parent in level 1, that would be her, and she'd remember, and she'd be angry at you now. What? I'm so glad I didn't confront her. I want to date her. I do have to say, Two Flower, you did I said it last time, but I don't think you were around. But you did a very good job. Both the whole team did a very good job at making it feel like your choices matter. I will say that. A lot of games, like Choose Your Own Adventure games or games where you have options to choose, at some point they just stop feeling like anything even matters, and you just pick whatever unless it's a very specific instance. And I know it's a lot of work. It has to be, because I do D&D, and trying to take into consideration when the players are going to do one thing versus another is already a pain in the ass. But to have things pre-written for all of that would just destroy me. So, yeah. Yeah, Two Flower did a lot of the writing. Did you do all of it, or did you just do some of it? Or like half? Was it split between two people? If I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention, pointedly. My readers likewise will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty of any difficulties I observe. I wrote maybe half of it. Teo, Ashley, QB, and level 3 of all Ains creations. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry that I hate Teo. Oh, okay. My readers likewise will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and it requires absolute honesty of all my difficulties I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed. Agreed. Enjoy your stay. I really like her character. Alright. It remains to be seen. Okay, so impressing her may be difficult. Like trying to scuba dive with no tank in shark infested waters. But we can do this. If the afternoon goes smoothly in the morning, be a walk in the park. At the very least, I'm sure we can avoid her annihilating us on a whim. Given the circumstances, I'd accept a mediocre review over a disastrous one. Nothing else I could do now but pray pray to the arcade gods that everything from here on out goes perfectly. Once again, I wander the floor, but this time, while it's all smiles and pleasantries on the outside, I'm left alone battling my thoughts. This is certainly not helping my anxiety, mind you. Being under a magnifying glass means anything that can go wrong will go wrong in a spectacular fashion. Reported on across every arcade enthusiast website in existence. No, wait, stop, bad thinking. Don't assume things will go wrong. Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. Who's to say this afternoon will be a disaster? And then the afternoon was a disaster. I knew I had spoken too soon the second I saw Gavin approaching me with a tinge of worry furrowing his blood.
Utterly ridiculous.
Shouldn't be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machines this fast, and yet we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill the snack slot, and yet there were only 5 in there. A missed delivery, perhaps? And that was the least of our problems. Izik, we've got an electrical problem. 3 of the retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supplies, outright rebuild a few of them. Unless someone's seriously scuffling their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're talking a failure somewhere in our electrical wiring. Calamity after catastrophe. They just keep piling up.
What?
All of the toilets stopped working? All of them. We need to call a plumber fast, and that's not one of the jumps and turtles. Anxiety rising. What are we gonna do? Doesn't make any sense. I'm freaking out. I'll admit that. I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close down for the day, iron out the wrinkles, try again tomorrow. We're hastily losing our grip on things, and if I don't say anything, we may as well call it quits. I must refocus our energy. Command the troops! No way. We're not going to give in because of a few bugs in the system. Her Phoneplex expatriates. The proud crew of hashtag Percy Marry Me, oh well. Did we give up when Deco came knocking hell? No. And we aren't going to give up now. I want to hear some solutions. Talk to me, Ashley. Great group exchanges some nervous glances, and then thankfully stops to breathe and think. I will become the plumber we need. I mean, not exactly, but I'll grab a plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs, maybe. I'll check next door to check next door with them before I go battle with our demonically possessed toilets. Oh god. That's so terrible. And while we say this vending machine issue is a human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls to the distributors and see where the chain broke down. Also see about ordering some quick replacement stock. Mine a bit more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of these today. Meanwhile, I'll put a feeler out to the indie arcade community online, see if we can get an electrician with an arcade experience out here quickly. I've been meaning to get back to online groups, and even if that means popping my head into the crowd, I'll do it. Okay, good solutions, people. Good solutions. I won't be able to work the floor while I'm taming the restrooms, Izik. Are you going to be covering for me? Hell yeah. Things can be getting more intense as the day picks up. I'd rather be doing the restrooms, honestly, than have the woman in a costume plunging poop toilets. But I think I'm going to need to. You 3 focus on your tasks at hand. I may be the boss, but I'm a floor attendant originally. I can handle whatever hashtag Percy Marry Me, oh well, throws at me. Got it? Gotcha. But I'm changing out for... Okay, I had this first. I don't want to get poo water all over the new mascot. Thank you. Thank you for addressing that. Oh, God. Toodles. I'm on it. Count on me. I would get Iris to call and assist. It's true, but we didn't think of that. With all 3 busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem that may emerge in the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with these situations. I need to work fast to hit every problem before it's too late. I can't leave any stones unturned this time. No risk of letting something spiral out of control. I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. Feeling freshly invigorated, I start the floor trek. There are problems all around me, but what should I tackle first? Cursing and banging as someone beats up a machine, ticket after ticket streaming out of an unintended game. The video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies. What? Let's do the cursing and banging. As you hear the clang and bang of someone is Percy, light touch. I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention. I motion for him to join me, and he does. Thank goodness. I tried to grab Ashley, but she was on a hurry, brandishing a plunger, and like it was some sword. Thank goodness. I tried... there's so much going on right now. What's happening? Some hooligan's working his way down the retro games, yelling at them and smacking the joysticks like they're speed bags. I swear he was going to knock over Joust. That's how he knew he was shoving the cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene. Take care of it, Percy. Thanks. Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one. He places a hand on my shoulder solidarily before leaving. This happens more often than you'd think. Someone getting so mad at a game that they start smacking the cabinet around. I'm like pinball. which will go into tilt mode to punish you. The only justice to be found here is my justice. I am the arcade law. Why is he here? You stupid cabbaging piece of carrot game. I totally jumped over that mushrooming barrel. Roxasing that stupid monkey Tomberry and his moogling barrels. Even if, well, I'm a little less than eager to bring the law down on this guy. I'm in awe of the size of this lad. He probably eats 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench presses pickup trucks for fun. But I know my duty. I know what I must do. You break it, you bought it. For the record, you smash the things to bits, you have to buy the bits. And the first one's not free. Or do we have a break 2, break another, break for free problem? We'll see. The man snarls, turning his ire towards me and way from the game. You've got a jiggly-puffing problem? Oh, good. Just what I needed right now. From the corner of my eye, I spot Mrs. Defame watching. Better lay down the law. I run this place, see? And I don't want people breaking my games. So you play nice, play by the rules, or you can go play with yourself. Understood? No more hitting games, period. You little... But oddly, his attention is diverted to something or someone behind me. It's only for a couple of seconds that his whole demeanor changes after that. Who was behind me? I love your curse word replacements. Well, fuck, I need to. There's so much... There's just so much wormadums in this. He storms off, deciding he'd rather have his last word than argue it further. I turn to see what exactly changed his mind with the sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever, whatever, is gone now. And Mrs. Defame returns to the crowd, without a comment, hopefully quietly approving my law-bringing. That was odd, but I guess a win is a win. Now then, what is the problem to address next? Ticket after ticket. I feel like the bunnies can wait. A small crowd is gathered near one of those retro arcade games that we fitted with a ticket dispenser, one of which is spewing an endless supply of tickets onto the floor. The high score display keeps flashing, but rather than number, it just flashes error again and again.
Nope, no way.
Now Queen Bee's here. I think Percy was the one. Okay, everyone, obviously this is not supposed to be happening. It's a bug, probably. And I mean, nobody takes these tickets on my watch, got it? Oh, God. Kid. Good thing you showed up. You're pretty short-staffed today, huh? Yeah, there's exactly what I wanted to arcade critic over here. This is going to make one hell of a review, I suspect. Don't worry. Queen Bee, your arcade enforcer of justice, on hand to pick up the slack. Now help me find the plug so we can shut this thing down. Good thing Naomi's instilled some of her arcade-fixing knowledge onto us since we've known her. Find the plugs tucked neatly under a flap of carpet and yank it out. With the tickets ceasing, the crowd gets bored and leaves. That'll at least stop it until we delve deeper. Mostly problem solved? Alright, I need to get back to my game. Good luck figuring this one out, okay? It's probably just a random error. This is experimental new hardware. These little boxes... I feel like Deco did this. This is too fucking organized. This is way too organized. It's experimental with new hardware. These little boxes Naomi made, which add ticket output to 1987 games. Although Naomi did do a bunch of double and triple checks to our hardware. She just heard me, it would be fine. But since she's busy currently, I only have one option to turn the technological assistance. Iris, can you check the security camera footage? I want to know who played the game last.
Iris, online.
Already on it. I've been analyzing the video feeds ever since I saw the error. It looks like the person who broke the game was a tall man with blue sunglasses. I fucking knew it, dude. I knew it! It wasn't Percy that was standing behind me. Somebody saw that the lady was there, and they were like, okay, this is enough, and pulled their goon out. I think he did it on purpose. Considering I'm seeing him literally pick up the coin door lock Mess with it in Eternals? Yeah, I guess it wasn't an accident. 99.97% sure it's not an accident. It's odd enough. He didn't even take the tickets. He just crashed the machine and walked away. He did. He 100% did. Can't explain his motivations, but that would be accurate, yes. I'm telling you, this dude is like... He's like a video game villain. Dicko Nami? God damn it. Thanks, Iris. Time to get to the bottom of this. I told you! Doesn't take long to track the guy down. For starters, there's his rather unique fashion sense. Why are they all wearing the same clothes, though? I mean, I know it makes it easier on us, but I feel like in this universe, it would be really obvious with their freaking Team Rocket-esque attire. It doesn't take long to track the guy down, for starters. There's his rather unique fashion sense. Tied their identity, right? They're in the Deco gang. Also, he's glancing left and right, checking if the coast is clear before kneeling down to futz with another lock. Kinda hard to give him a benefit of the doubt, or even a second chance. He clearly broke the rules for the arcade. Although he looks like like the sort who could break me if I break in the news to him badly. I should choose my words wisely, ones that involve me staying in one piece. Don't do that, please. It's against the rules. Keep that up and I call the police. I'm gonna have to do this one. Let's be honest with each other, shall we? I'm the manager here, and I know damn well that you've been up to. Immediately he straightens up, pocketing the item he was committing arcade crimes with, all nonchalantly. What? I wasn't doing anything. Yes you were. I know, in fact, exactly what you were doing. If you continue doing it, I'm calling the police. This is a second chance, a rare one, and I suggest you take it. There will be not a third, understand? First, he growls a little, ready to protest his innocence before holding himself back. Luckily, I'm under orders, nerdo. Fine, whatever you want. He walks off into the crowd without another word. I'm left in a state of utter confusion at our exchange, but I'll take it hesitantly. Iris? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him through the security video feeds, don't worry. I'll let you know if he resorts to nefarious ways. All handled, and without causing incident, although I'm vague on what he meant by orders exactly. What with that bag, I quickly look around to see if there are any other nearby problems I can address. Retro television, based on video wall, is now an idea to come up with during renovations. Naomi runs the whole thing off a cheap mini-computer too. Practical and inexpensive, and it gives us the perfect amount of flair. And I've been perfectly proud of it, but until this moment, for some reason it's showing a nature documentary about cute and fluffy bunnies instead of retro music videos and arcade scores. Not that bunnies are a bad thing necessarily. There are so many worse things that could be playing, but it's still not playing what I wanted to play. Yeah, seriously, it could have been so much worse. Something's amiss. As I'm hunting for the remote control to keep the prize desk, Teo approaches. Bunnies, huh? Yep, bunnies. Interesting choice, Izik. Not my choice, Teo. I'll fix that in a moment. Okay, cool. I was wondering how if we'd suddenly experienced a paradigm shift in the arcade theming or something. Bunnies are really cute, though. Grabbing the remote, I flick back to channel 3, which should have the video feed from Naomi's system, and flips back to the bunnies and channel in a few seconds later. Persistence, aren't they? Almost like the rabbits themselves. So I click back to channel 3. And nope, once again it reverts back to 5. Iris! Okay, clearly we're dealing with a master hacker. One who can modify Naomi's system despite having no physical access to it. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet. Yeah. Or it's a prankster with a universal TV remote. I've got one of those myself. It helps me turn off overly loud TVs in bars, drown the beats or whatever game I'm playing. Not that I would ever do that, mind you, just in case. I feel like this is the least, terrible thing. It just seems like some kid grabbed a remote and changed the channel. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch lacks the latter. How would I subtly check the crowd and see if anybody's got a clear line of sight to pointing a gadget at the video wall each time you change it? I'm strapped for help, so I'm not doing it to deny Tayo's offer. Sure, go for it. The roar for remote control continues for another minute, back and forth music videos and documentaries about rabbits. Now it's showing them mating. Which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or it'll be yet another black mark against us with a certain arcade critic. It's only been a few minutes, but it feels like an eternity of copulating lagomorphs. Before Tayo returns, I can't frickin' talk. Bunnies. I just spilled coffee all over myself and it's really warm. Found him. Orange jacket, standing in the pinball section. Thanks, Tayo. No worries, anything for you, Izik. I roll the sleeves up on my hoodie, reading it, ready to put an end to this. Wait a minute. Isn't that the arcade newbie from earlier? What the hell? Oh yeah, he does have a little ghost outfit on. Didn't seem like the troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? Nope, it's definitely this kid. I could see the tiny plastic gadget in their hand, briefly before they pocket it. Perhaps noticing my approach, the teenager strolls stealth and then gets a neutral 1, resulting in an awkward and obvious attempt at looking in the unimportant part of the crowd. Hey, didn't do anything. Hi, good to see you again. What's up? How are things? Given his living bundle of nervousness, I'm not sure I feel like coming down from a ton of bricks on the poor kid. But rules are rules, right? Got a thing for bunnies, huh? Cute. What's up, Doc? What? Okay, friend. Bunnies are cute and everything, but stop messing with the video wall. I don't want to have to kick you out of here, got it? Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I mean, I was, but never mind. Okay, I'll stop. Thanks, bye. And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was weird. What's going on here? What do you think is going on here? How have you not realized? I decided to look around a bit more, hoping for some clues. What should I investigate next? Before I can continue my quest to purge the arcade of evildoers, I'm interrupted by an onslaught of my hardworking staff. I knew it, Izik. About our missing inventory.
Oh.
I get my hands on whoever did this. I found an electrical problem, Izik. Sabotage and treason. An enemy agent walks among us. Okay, so we have some insight on what's causing all these messes. It's a chaotic jumble right now. One at a time, please. Our suspiciously low snack inventory was indeed not a human error. Delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to a garbage dump due to computer error, or as I suspect, malfeasance. And malfeasance explains our electrical problems too. Remember my joke about someone scuffing their feet and shocking the coin boxes? Nope, that's actually what happened. An external shock. Not a grid failure. Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod and was using it to crash games. Must be the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towels and firecrackers down the toilets. It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge up one super gross chunk of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. This is all sounding way too suspicious to be a random act of hooliganism. Also ties what I've been handling on the floor. I've been dealing with pranksters all afternoon too. I've been so busy playing firefighter, running from blaze to blaze with the leaky bucket, that I haven't been able to put the pieces together. Now it's clear, and now I know what I must do. If you'll all pardon me, it's time for Mr. Keep Running to kick some ass. Good work, everyone. Wrap up the tasks. I'll handle the pranksters. I think I've got an idea who's behind all this. It's time to kick some ass. Right, that tears it. No more Mr. Nice Keep Brony. The gloves are off. But you aren't wearing any gloves. Do you want to borrow mine so you can take them off? Ashley, focus. So you have an idea who's responsible? Yeah, leave this to me. You got some kick-ass and I knew and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. I've come to kick ass and chew bubblegum. Oh, here, have some of mine. God damn it. Ashley hands me a stick of gum. With a shrug, I pop it in my mouth. turn on my heel, and march off to I read that as resume! March off to resume ass kicking anyway. Oh, he said ass. And with a nod of solidarity, all of us split up. Each one with their own mission to thwart the ne'er-do-wells. God damn it. I can't talk. I'm not particularly thrilled to begin with this confrontation. My nerves haven't stopped jangling since this morning, but, well, my friends are counting on me to lead, to be like the responsible one. I can't foist this off into Gavin like I might have done at the Funplex. Finding my quarry isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background this whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to put a lid on the mayhem. Her eyes study me as I approach, grinning ear to ear.
Hiya. Hi. Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I can't say I understand why, but at least I know the who. Your matching fashion style was a pretty big clue.
I guess a formal introduction's in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural-born leader, hacker extraordinaire, and leader of the Ghost Monsters, the hottest gang on these streets. Pleased to meet ya.
Oh, so it's not Deco? She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never ceasing.
And yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. But clearly, you were cool with that, since you didn't kick any of us out. I respect that. I really do. Shows you know it's all in good fun. Let me make it up to you, okay?
She steps back and taps a button on her smartwatch. And from the crowds of gamers, her whole gang assembles. Gang, this is... What's your name again? Mr. Keeperoni. Gang, this is Izik. This is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. God fucking damn it. The Pac-Man references. Now then. She turns to face her ghost monsters. We're all very naughty, and I'd say she's owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumbles semi-coherent, semi-sincere apology. Yeah, whatever, sorry. Really sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Keeperoni. I'm really sorry. When they finish, she faces me once again.
Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven, correct? Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again. I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on. Now, okay, we may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right? I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal. So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
Pause. Taking in everything Sue rambled about. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, and set up short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders. Expect a second chance to cause trouble after I already let your first wave of chaos slide, mess with our ticket payout systems. You want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? My words barely faze her. The grin's still lingering. Yep, that sounds about right. I love this arcade, and I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner? Waiting for my response, she holds out a fist to bump. No, get out. If you truly love this arcade, you have to stop causing problems. Look, I'm sure you got all good kinds of kids at heart, but if I let you hang around here and you just start more problems, it's no good for any of us. Sincerely love, hashtag Percy marry me, oh well. You'll be understand, I can't let you ruffle feathers as you put it. I need to make sure everyone's having a good time. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, right? So I might be willing to offer you another chance if you promise me you'll follow the rules from now on. It's the best I can do,
No
okay?
helping it.
Well, I'd like to work with you here, really, but promise it's kind of a steep ask. Something's wrong. I'm a pretty empathetic sort of guy. I can tell when someone's being legit with me, and she's clearly genuine about wanting to come back, but seems conflicted. How hard is it not to hack machines and run wild? Why would that be a problem? Okay, see, normally, I give you my word. Word is bond, but, well, no ifs and buts. I need your word if I'm going to rebuild trust with you. We don't need to have to get the police involved here. We can keep this between us, right? She raises an eyebrow at that.
Whoa, put the brakes on. Bad idea, friend. Really bad idea. You don't want to even think about getting the cops involved in this. No. Because, and this is me being honest with you because we're on such good terms, it won't do you any good. We'll be out and back on the streets within a day. We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or weapons. We sell information. And information, as a currency, is far more valuable than what other gangs trade in. So if we're doing this, we don't involve the pigs. Any problems, you come to me direct. That's my rule. Break that rule. And, well, you don't want to see what I can do with the push of a single button.
So now you're threatening me?
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
But before she continued her trade, we'd rather rudely interrupted. Oi, Sue! The hell you think you're doing here? The thick tension that surrounded us melts away. What is this? What is this? What's going on? Reed interacted the new challenger. All eyes glare towards them. What is this? Oh, great. Okay, Izik, hold that thought. I got business to attend to. What is this? Damn right you do. Ghost monsters don't operate south of 23rd Street. You damn well know this is lovely chainsaw territory. God damn it. The memes! So many memes! First of all, let's do that. Get lost or get tossed. If I wasn't confused before, I sure as heck am now. All I can do is watch this unfurl before me. With a clap, Sue summons her buddies to her side. Sorry, south of what? I don't recall signing any non-compete agreement with you darlings.
Ghost monsters for life!
Oh, Ghost Monsters, this locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do we say to that? Nobody disses Sue on my watch, nobody. Yeah, and I ain't scared to hit a chick. I'm an equal opportunity maladjusted individual. Or socially maladjusted individual. I think you got your answer, ladies. Now then, let's rumble. Well, to their credit, they didn't throw the first punch. We're taking it Han didn't shoot first level, so moral high ground here. Immediately, the ghost monsters and the lovely chainsaw are at each other's throat. Grappling, punching, shoving each other. The baseball bat swung and clings off the side of the racing game. Soda cans are thrown, someone upwards a chair near the snack machines, and that goes flying too. It's chaos, complete and utter chaos, and it needs to stop now. Iris! Already calling the cops, Izik. As for me, it's funny, when you start a day of the day anxious about what the future may bring, okay, that future goes completely to poop, while the anxious just fades away. There's something oddly freeing about seeing your world crumble around you. There's nothing left to fear, and that means I can swing into action ready to face it. Priority 1, get the customers the hell out of here. Gavin and Ashley are already on that. I join in, having to funnel the packed crowd and kids, gamers out of the door, and quickly away from the carnage. This way, hurry. In an orderly fashion, please. Out, everybody out. With our focus on loading the place with arcade gamers and nothing more, it doesn't have a lot of room to work with. Nor is this place an octagon for a remarkably sloppy mixed martial arts brawl breaking out. We're going to have a lot of game damage when this is all said and done. Damn it. I'm not letting that, Moltrace get away with this. Until then, I've been the world's sloppiest barroom brawl. Teenagers flailing at each other wildly, generally wrecking it. Oh my god. The scene rather than each other. But now, she's pulling a gun. Not arguing some light gun, but the real-life shooting and killing gun. This isn't happening. This can't be happening. But this is 100% happening. The leader of the lovely chainsaw gang raises her weapon and takes aim at Sue, trying to end this. But her target is conveniently tucked behind Mrs. Defame and Queen Bee. If I don't do something, someone's going to get seriously hurt. My mind races. Calm acceptance washes over me, and this is how things will be. No helping it. No chance to something good in the midst of all the chaos. Time slows for me, like I'm trapped in a dream state. Pure instinct takes over, and I'll start running towards them. Are you freaking kidding me? If we go for Sue, we'll block all three, right? Oh god, fucking damn it. I don't have time for this. I can't save. Can I save? This bitch. Two flower. Why? So, I'm guessing if we protect Sue, Queen Bee is gonna get shot and Mrs. Defame is gonna give us a bad review. But we'll have Sue on our side. If we protect Queen Bee, Sue is gonna get shot and Mrs. Defame is gonna get really pissed. And write a bad review. If we protect Mrs. Defame, she'll be really happy, write a good review, but Queen Bee will will die, and Sue. So my first reaction is to protect Sue because she's in the middle, and that's my best chance at stopping everybody. That was my first reaction, and I'm gonna go for it. No matter what happens, we're not reloading the save. Although I really feel like blocking it from Queen Bee is the quote-unquote correct choice. I still thought to protect Sue, and we've been doing things based on my will this entire game, and we're not gonna stop now. We're not gaming this game. We're playing it and enjoying it. So get ready to see Mrs. B or Queen Bee or Mrs. Defame die. Get ready, guys. Get down. Did I get shot? I got shot. Well, I guess I'm dead, guys. Whoa. Harley Arcanine, what did you... I was aiming for Sue. Pigs, pigs. Run for it. Stay cool and wipe the footage first. Do it. Stay with us, Izik. Stay with us. Help is on the way. Just wanted to make a dream for everyone to enjoy. That's all. Was that so wrong? It's what you would have done. It's what you did do for all of us. But I guess no good deed left goes unpunished, huh? Keep Romany family curse.
You've a strong spirit, dear.
So I got shot.
You'll get through this. I know you will.
I got shot. Alright.
For now, you'd best wake up. There's still more to be done.
Iris better have made a fucking backup. And if anything, this will convince Percy to freaking do the medical thing. Slowly, very slowly, I open my eyes. The soft beeping of medical monitoring greets me, as well as an angel in white. Well, an angel in a white lab coat. While they're no heavenly being, they do appear to be my doctor, armed with nothing more than a clipboard. I'm still a little hazy as they briefly explain the situation. Thanks to my wild theatrics, I startled the shooter enough that her bullet missed the intended target. Instead, went into my leg, which hurts like featherfall, and apparently resulted in a surprisingly clean shot that I'll recover from in a few weeks, easily. 2 days in the hospital, a week or 2 in the crutches, some limping, and then I'll be back to 100%. And more importantly, nobody died. I can live with this momentary pain if someone else gets to live, period. So, could have been better, could have been worse. The doctor, having given me the report, is me to treat their patients, but before they do, they inform me as I have a visitor. See, if Queen Bee was Percy, I mean, this wouldn't even be the discussion, guys. Let's remember this. It was Queen Bee, so I was like, let's try to protect everybody. But if Percy was in Queen Bee's, I'd be like, who is everybody else? But before they do, they inform me I have a visitor. At least there's a plus side. I wonder who it is. Percy walks in, his head held high. He's trying to hold it in, trying not to cry. Oh, Percy. I found it all. What in the bloody hell were you thinking, jumping in front of a gun like that? How could you throw your life away like that? How could you noble, noble fool. A noble fool I loved so dearly. A noble fool who I thought, for one terrible moment, that I'd lose forever. Percy,
Please, hear me out. I've made a decision. I am no stranger to grief. You know this. I've felt loss. I've felt pain. I'd like to think that if you were to leave my arms, I could shoulder the burden and carry on. I've had to do it before. When I lost my dear little sister, it was a considerable burden to bear. But I fear losing you would have broken me. Completely.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I love you with all of my heart. Even the part of my heart that seeks my destruction. I can't help myself. I don't want to love this much. It would be easier, wouldn't it? A simple, light-hearted love, one which could let go when the time comes to let go. Understanding that it will be fleeting. Accepting that. But that's not the truth, is it? I love you deeply, and I cannot deny that. Today it was proof. If you were gone, a piece of me would have gone with you. I couldn't bear it. So, I've decided. I'm going to accept my doctor's treatment. Because making you shoulder the pain of losing me is selfish. It's unfair to make you have to feel even a tiny bit of the way I felt today.
Give me a second. So it seems that I'm going to have to live, after all. No way around it. I'm assuming you can forgive me for my outbursts of other foolishness, that is. I guess we're stuck with each other until the time itself, huh? I offer him a big, bright laugh and a sad little smile. Well, I guess that means both of us will get to enjoy the heat death of the universe, because damned if I'm letting you die, and you won't let me die either. Two immortals watching the stars go out, because we both want to hold on for one more day, no matter what. Plug Mr. Moopy into that heart of a dying star, and I'll be happy as a clam. And your star will never fade in my eyes, Izik.
Much obliged.
Thank you for understanding. I felt so silly, I suppose, the way I carried on this morning. A cruel, silly fool. And I suppose we're both silly fools, sort of a sort. And I love you for your silliness. I always will.
Well,
Now, a treatment isn't a cure. I wasn't lying about that. There's still a chance it won't work, but it's a chance I'm ready to take. And however many years I have, be they short or long, I'll happily spend them by your side. And in front of Mr. Moopy.
right.
Yes, well, that goes without saying. He sighs, letting all his weight off his chest, and a little poke at his game-playing habits helped lighten his mood, but not entirely. Hey, Kind Zero. Hey, to distraction. I was being something of a prat, mind, so I focused on punishing myself that I couldn't see how I was hurting others. And you can forgive me, but I was quite cross with Mom and Dad. Fairly so, considering they've already lost a daughter. I'll call them tonight. Start to patch things up, I promise. And how about once I'm finished the first round of treatments, we head up on to jolly old England and meet the folks, you and I. He's not gonna survive, is he? Fuck. Fuck. I suppose I'll need a passport then. International trip. I've never left the coast, much less this country. Sounds good here, but we'll need to make arrangements. A passport, convert some money into pounds, pack plenty of clean water, things like that. I'll leave that to you. I tend to just toss a few things in a bag and go. I travel light.
Well,
Well,
it's been a funny sort of day, hasn't it?
yeah. Do you want a spoiler? No, no spoilers. Absolutely not. There's still a lot of work to do. To clear things up at an arcade, pave the way through the bright future we apparently now have together. But I know we can do it. Oh, man. Sorry. I'm just... I know we can do it. I'll see you bright and early. Or whenever your doctor lets you leave, I suppose. Thanks, Percy. Love you. And I you. Seeing the person I care for the most was certainly a boon to my spirit. If they could only do something about the food here. When my heart calmed, my body finally tells me it's exhausted. I snuggle into the covers as a yawn escapes me. And just as I'm about to roll over and drift off to sleep, another visitor drops in. It's likely well past visiting hours. I'm sorry, I can't. But with no small amount of both dread and relief, I'm glad to see her. Mr. Keeperoni, a word, if you will. Come on. Damn it. I try to straighten myself up from a pillow backrest. Time to put on my professional front, even if I'm in excruciating pain. Whew. Okay, we should start by explaining what happened today. It wasn't exactly indicative of I should hope it was. It's hard to disguise the disbelief on my face. What? It seems I've misjudged your character. I saw you selflessly throw yourself in front of that bullet. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. It's indicative of someone who isn't simply in this for the money, as so many in this industry are. While I'm uncertain of why you protected that young criminal, I suppose someone who respects the life deeply enough to even protect someone like her is to be respected. I suppose I've become a bit jaded from all these eager to cash in on an arcade scene. All the large-scale arcades I have to review tend to be very impersonal and cold. So, you were impressed with our arcade? Well, let's not go that far. I can't say I was thrilled with the amount of mayhem and disaster going on before the gang war broke out, but I will say that I've only ever seen that amount of mayhem and disaster once before. It's highly unusual to say the least. The last time I reviewed a small up-and-coming arcade similar to yours, everything went wrong. Everything. I wrote my review in an honest fashion, and as a result, my scathing pen, the place was sold and closed down within a month. Sold to a notable figure in this industry. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, Dekonami. Once the fate of any arcade who dares to stand up to him, your prior business, the Funplex, only escaped being devoured by being far too small to be worthwhile. Sadly, your enthusiasm may have put it in the crosshairs, and if you cannot tidy up your reputation over today's affairs, hashtag Percy Marry Me, oh well, will be next. Again, and again, torn apart by Dekonami. This time he didn't even have to lift a finger. By pure coincidence, the ghost monsters wrecked everything before he could exact any revenge. All he has to do is swoop in and buy out what's left of our dreams. However, I come to a decision. Given I was first-hand witness to your troubles, which were clearly not your fault, and given the willingness to put even your own life on the line of your arcade, I'm going to tell my editor I need more time, that I want to return in 1 week to get more accurate and mature review of your operation. 1 week, that's the best I can do for you. This is a difficult hole to climb out of, Mr. Kiproni. Even aside of the earlier trouble, having a gang fight and a shooting transpire in an arcade, well, the press will feed on this, even if I was the only press present and accounted for. They'll dig and they'll speculate and they'll chew on your bones. If your arcade survives in that initial onslaught, I hope to write a proper review which can lay in those concerns rest. But I'll offer you no more second chances, no more reasonable doubts, best foot forward when I return, or my readers will know the truth. You understand? See you, Muggle. Whew. What's up, Glitterfist? Do you need 5? No, I'll be good. I just needed to get myself out of cry mode. We don't have time for that. Dilly will be waking up soon. Jen, I'll leave you to... then I'll leave you to your recuperation. With a curt nod, she turns and leaves the room, leaving me with my thoughts. 1 week. I've got exactly 1 week, completely rebuild a reputation, and clear the good name of hashtag Percy Marry Me, oh well. Otherwise, it's game over for all of us. Fuck. Hospital visits always get me. Always. No. Always. It's like, if you want to break an Izik, you give him a hospital visit. And cleared level 7 arcade spirits, and the winner is you. Now let's check your score. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 24,400 points. Woohoo! Now let's have one last pizza fact. 62% of the Americans prefer meat toppings on their pizza, while 38% prefer vegetarian. Everybody loves different kinds of pizza, and that's a beautiful thing. You want to save your game before proceeding to the drumroll, please? The final level. Save the game. Oh, guys. That was definitely something. So, I'm gonna wrap up here so that I can go hug Dilly. And, We're gonna have to raid somebody. Thanks so much for playing. Thank you for coming, everybody, including you two, Flower. It's appreciated. Let me. Sorry. Oh, good. Minx is gonna play more Devil May Cry. You can go see her. Give her a lot of love, guys. Seriously. And tell her I said hi, and that I'll see her tomorrow. Much love, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will have to finish this up maybe tomorrow, if I have time in the morning. And Dilly's dead. Like, he has to be asleep. Otherwise, he would have messed that up so bad. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.